This is Painting on Glass, the Marcus Social podcast in English language. Listen to the stories and reflections of a singer-songwriter and author. Hold on, take me back. Hold on and take me back. It's like painting on glass. Leave a note on your door. Tell me what you're looking for. It's like painting on glass. Welcome back to episode 53 of Painting on Glass 2. This one is for you. But before we begin, there are wonderful news to spread. The streams and downloads of this little podcast rose up to 5.1K. Ooh, that's awesome. And I'm so grateful and lucky about it, I can't tell you. It has always been the red line throughout all the episodes of this podcast to take you into my study and take a closer look to one aspect of my work each time. This time, we're talking about the song 2, and this one is for you. It really is. First of all, I'd like to say I wrote you a song. Maybe that's just all I know. Maybe something wrong. Some people are just bound to dream, some live in the past. Some will always be the first, some will always be last. Doesn't sound that neat? I mean, so nice when somebody tells you he or she wrote a song for you. It's a special kind of present and not too many can appreciate such a gift at first hand. But as I said, this one, it is for you, and maybe you can. The moment you sit down to write a song, well, what a moment and what a joy. But remember, it is something that wants to be written, you know? It's inside of you. Before you sit down, you feel the need to put it down and to write. It only works that way because you cannot say, I want to write a song now. And then all gold on earth pours down in front of you and mingles on the empty sheet of paper or your tablet or your computer, whatever. You see, it's a song and it's a gift. And to offer a song might be so much more. Time I tried to get the things in right. I found myself in moments where I was lost in time. So if I think this one's a concern to you, yes, I guess you're right to say I wrote it for you. In moments like this, the old clock on the wall stops ticking. Time seems to be in a circle of its own when you begin to lay your heart out in a few lines of your own. And when you got somebody in mind, then it comes right out of your heart. And I can't tell you, it does. This guitar is a very dear friend of mine. It helps me now to make you see I'm feeling fine. Gave me the music, always got me high. Now it helps to say I love you in a simple line. Well, I've always looked at my guitar as if it was a good and dear friend to me. It has always helped me to say things I wouldn't have been able to say without. I had to sing them. That was the only way for me, and it always started a communication the one or the other way. That is kind of magic. The same magic I mentioned to you when I told you about the number of streams and downloads for this podcast, rather at the beginning of this episode, you know. And I can tell you, sometimes I wonder what would have been in case I had not grabbed that guitar at the age of 11. Heaven knows, I don't. And let me quote this one. Last of all, I'd like to say something without sigh. Don't be afraid to sing your mind. It'll be all right. All the time you sang alone. Now, let us share. Let us sing together. And let us care. Well, these are the words of the last verse. Beautiful words, I think. And inspiring always to look out for somebody to sing to at last. Art makes no sense when there is no one to take a look at it and to give you the opportunity to reflect yourself through the eyes of somebody else. It's as simple as that. We might not always like it, but we only get the chance to grow with every reflection that reaches out for us brightly and honestly. Then it all makes sense, you know?
Last of all, I'd like to say something without sigh. Don't be afraid to sing your mind, it'll be alright. All the time you sang alone, now let us share. Let us sing together, oh let us care.
And finally, let me ask you directly, have you ever received the gift of a song yourself? No? No problem at all. Because this one, yes, this one right here is for you, and it comes from all of my heart, along with the wish to make you smile and to brighten up your day for a little while. That's all it wants to aim. And maybe, yes maybe, it'll stay in your heart. Now, I hope you enjoyed this episode. I really do. You can find the song too on a compilation with the title From Days Gone By on all major online music outlets, or just use Shazam to find it. No problem. It was a pleasure to have you with me, and I'm looking forward that we might meet again. I really do. You can also find me on Facebook and Instagram by looking at the name @MarcusSocialOfficial. It's just one word. Just have a look, and I'll be glad to share this space with you too, of course. And if you enjoyed this episode, just spread the word about it. And please leave a rating or review, because it'll help others to find this show. Thank you from all of my heart, and God bless you.
Let the sun shine on through. It's all you need to do when painting on walls. Lay down what you hope to find, all the things you left behind. That's painting on walls.
We'll meet here in a few episodes to come, if you want to.
Painting on walls. Painting on walls.
Oh, that's great. That's wonderful.